Hi, good evening. My name is Diana Kamila, and this evening I'm going to share you the business plan of Bali Fast Boat. It's an online ferry agency platform. Let's get started. BaliFastBoat.com is an online booking system which developed to help and assist customers in finding, comparing, choosing, and purchase of ferry ticket in Bali and its surrounding island. Other than that, BaliFastBoat.com also link with major land transportation services in Bali and Lombok to add another value for customer by providing alternative additional services of pickup and drop-off service when they require. BaliFastBoat.com is an online booking system who takes advantages of the internet ability to organize and connect customers with collections of boats or ferry in Bali and its surrounding island, as well as land transportation in the region with a simple, easy to use, convenience, and cost consumer-focused platform. BaliFastBoat.com also provide various payment options with time limit, which include online and offline payment for ease of transaction of its customer. With BaliFastBoat.com, customer no longer need to queue at ticket kiosks, and also with its electronic tickets, will eliminate every possibility of customer losing their ticket, because this platform will provide electronic ticket with a barcoded ticket. This business will be manned by its founder. There are 3 professionals in tourism industries, web development, and online ticketing field. With their expertise and connection throughout the industry, we are confident that BaliFastBoat.com will dominate ferry market in Bali and also the surrounding island. Business problem and opportunity. Bali is one of the best holiday destinations in Indonesia. It attracts domestic and international guests to visit this beautiful island. Bali comes with numerous small islands surrounding it, which now become a secondary destination after and from Bali itself. These small islands can only be connected with fast ferries, boat, and also regular ferries between Bali Strait to another island such as Nusa Penida, Lembongan, Lombok, Gili Trawangan, Gili Air, Gili Meno, and etc. The current situation now is that ferry are owned by state-owned enterprise, while fast ferry or fast boat is owned by private companies, and that they are developing their own website for ticketing sales. And then it becomes an issue for customer who have no ideas of other boat provider who are not available for specific routes, and therefore customers are losing the opportunity to compare the prices and the service time. Based on above explanation, we are highlighting several problematic issues from the situation, such as first, the boat and ferry operator are still selling manual ticket from ticket kiosks at every harbor. And then also those who have website only sells their own ferry, so they don't provide other information from other ferry operator. They simply sell their own tickets on their own website. Customers then have difficulties on comparing ticket price and schedules due to each boat and ferry have their own website or still selling manual ticket. Customer also unable to identify the nearest harbor location from where they stay, especially for international visitor or foreign tourists who came for the first time in Bali. They don't know the layout of Bali Island and they have no idea where is the best location to find ferry to go to small islands surrounding Bali. And also, so far, there is no information or update of schedule changes, delays, and cancellation on the ferry and boat website, because it simply provides the information about the ferry itself, and there is no system to connect the information from the boat to their website. And from those problems mentioned before, we are identifying several opportunities, which is one of it is that there is an opportunity to develop a web-based online ferry or boat agency to answer these needs. And then also there's an opportunity to be able to simplify the ticketing process at the harbor by providing electronic ticket concept with barcode to replace manual ticket which currently used. There are also opportunity to develop system which would allow both or ferries to send updates on schedule changes, delay, and cancellation. This would be in the form of device in every boat or ferries operating, and then connected to an internet where they will update their cruising time and also their departure and arriving time, so that the system can identify and notify if there is a schedule change on the next departure or arrival schedule. The tourism industry in Indonesia, especially Bali, will continue to improve, let alone the government have just reopened foreign tourists to Indonesia after being closed for almost 2 years due to COVID-19 pandemic. During the course of time, a new destination emerged to add value on Indonesian tourism. Many small islands in the archipelago have become new tourism magnet, either for domestic and international market. Transportation is one of the main important parts of tourism development, given the nature of Indonesia as a rich archipelago where availability of any means of transportation is important in order to be able to commute within the nation. We have gathered several data to find out how many visitors had visited Bali for the past 3 years, 1 year before COVID and during COVID period in 2020 and 2021. We've taken the data from a Central Statistic Bureau of Bali. The data shows that in 2019, there are 10,545,000 passengers, domestic visitors coming to Bali, while for international visitors reach 6 million visitors in 2019 itself. At this time, the government still opened the border for international tourism. In 2020, governments start to close the border mid of the year, quarter of the year. And therefore, the number of international visitors dropped significant into 1 million visitor in 2020, and domestic only reached 4,000 visitor. For domestic, also a significant drop because at that time, government also put strict restriction for domestic travel. And in 2021, there's only domestic who do travel within the region. So number of domestic travel reach 4,000 passengers. And international only 51 passengers in 2021 because the border is completely closed for tourism at that year. These are the layout of Bali and Lombok with the strait, Lombok Strait and Badung Strait. So these two islands is a favorite destination for holiday. From Bali, there are 4 departing points for ferries, regular ferries, fast boat, and fast ferry to depart. One of it is Amet. Amet, as you can see here, this is the port for a regular ferry, which operate by state-owned enterprise, and they sell the ticket offline and also online on their website. And also the second one, the second big port is Padang Bai. From Padang Bai, from here also operate regular ferries and several fast boat or fast ferries. Same thing with Amet, the regular ferry operate also by the state-owned enterprise and sell the ticket offline and online from their website. And then there is another 2 small harbor, one in Sanur and also in Serangan. These 2 harbor only serve fast boat and or fast ferries. So this harbor is very famous at the moment because many tourists are flocking Nusa Penida for its because it's very close, only 30 minutes. So mostly they go from Sanur Harbor. And here in Sanur and also Serangan, majority of the fast boat and or fast ferry are still selling their ticket offline in the kiosk, in the ticket kiosk. From Sanur or from all these 4 departing point in Bali, visitor or tourists heading to Lombok. This is the main island as well in East Indonesia. In Lombok, there are 2 points for ferry, one in Senggigi and also in Bangsal. Both in Senggigi and Bangsal, they can accept regular ferries and also fast boat or fast ferry. And then part of Lombok, you can see here there are 3 small islands. This island is very famous among foreign tourism. Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and Gili Air. This is also favorite part of Lombok Island. Mostly people come from Lombok to this island, or they go direct from Bali to this island, to Gili Trawangan, Meno, and Gili Air. And then last but not least, these 2 small islands are part of Bali, separated by Badung Strait, is in the Kelungkung area. It's called Nusa Penida, and this small one is Lembongan and Nusa Ceningan. This is also very famous for its beautiful landscape and beautiful underwater life. So majority of tourists also come here if they stay more than 3 days in Bali. All of this ferry point is already existing, and total at the whole harbor, there are total 500 fast boat, fast ferries, and regular boat operate within this two strait, Lombok Strait and Badung Strait. However, only limited company who create their own website to sell the ticket. The rest are still selling it manual. Here are the data of passenger count per month. Unfortunately, the data is not complete, so there is no specific place to obtain the data as well virtually. However, I believe if we can manage to come to the port, we will be able to get the data based on the internet research. Here are the number of passenger count I can obtain for 2019 until 2021. There is an increasing number of passengers from 2019 to 2020. This is because at that time, during first the initial period of COVID-19, traveling by air is becoming more strict and difficult. So people tend to go by ferry or by fast boat. So 2019 number of passenger reached 227,000 person, while in 2020 there's a slightly increase and reach 230,000 person, while in 2021 you can see a significant decline on number of passengers using ferry. It's almost more than 50%. So in 2020, only 121,000 passengers person. In 2021, however, at that period, the government is still imposing strict restriction on traveling. So people traveling with ferry, even with fast ferry, they need to provide PCR tests, and they also need to be fully vaccinated. So that's why the tendency of people to go across the small island is less and less. Competition. We're trying to find the data of existing model. We managed to find four almost the same platform, but as we mentioned before, that this website mostly just sell specific or certain fast boat or ferry, so they don't provide many options of ferry provider like Eka Jaya Fast Boat. This is the name of the fast boat company. So if you go to their website, they simply showing you the schedule and the price for Eka Jaya Fast Boat. Fastboat Gili, gilibooking.com, and giliticket.com. This gilibooking.com and giliticket.com also same thing with Eka Jaya. They only sell two boat. However, for Fastboat Gili, they provide several boat already. So this is almost the same platform that we would like to create in this business plan. Based on our internet research, because as we mentioned before, that not all ferry operators or boat operators having their own website, so we really have no idea of their schedule unless if we come to the harbor and check at their kiosk, then we can find out their exact schedule. However, for all those boat operator mentioned in this slide, they do have their website and they do sell the ticket online. That's why we can identify and collect the data of their departure time and arriving time, and also their schedule. But this is only, as you can see here, this is less than 15 operators. While in fact on the field itself, it is registered, there are 500, almost 500 ferry who operate within Bali Strait and Lombok Strait. So the schedule here is vary from morning until afternoon. We can see that the time is limited to morning and afternoon only. Some I believe this is related with the harbor operating hour. So in this case, we can assume that other ferry and boat operator also who still sell manual also departing almost the same time, like those who already published their schedule online. Market segmentation. This ferry, either regular ferry or fast boat or fast ferry, other than for tourism purpose, these are also used for the community, the people who lives in Bali and Lombok and who lives in the island, to commute among the island. So some of those who lives in Nusa Lembongan and then work in Bali Island, they will use the boat or ferry to commute every day. And same situation with those who live in Lombok and then they work in Bali, so they also use the ferry to commute once a week or for several days. So it is not only for tourism purpose. This is the segmentation that we try to create for our platform. We are aiming to reach 70% of tourism, those with tourism purpose, either domestic or international tourism. And then 20% for religious trip, because Bali, as with majority of Hindu people, they celebrating holy days or holy prayer almost every week, and then they will commute from one island to another island to visit their holy temple. In each of those small islands, you can find we can find a holy temple there. So it's always a famous destination for Hindus in Bali to go to Nusa Lembongan or Ceningan or Nusa Penida to perform their religious rituals. So in those days, the day where they need to celebrate rituals, they will all go with ferries to those specific islands. So the market for this trip is we are trying to get 20% of it, because because yeah, they are, because for religious purpose, sometimes they already go before the celebration, and they will use regular ferry most of it. That's why we are not putting a big volume here for religious trip. And others also, this is for those who lives in the island and doing regular commuting. Demographically, we are trying to segmentize the market. 50% of age between 17 and 45. This is where common travelers, this is the regular age of common travelers in Bali. And also 40% of those with age 46 until 65, as Bali is also famous for retiring island. So those market is still pretty high in Bali, especially in Sanur. And they do travel a lot from island to island. So we try to target 40% from this demographic. And other than that, 10% others. For family, they bring kids and babies, but this is not really frequent, because the island holiday, the island itself, it's like it's not really suitable for baby or kids, unless except for Lombok Island, the big island. But for small island like Gili Air and Gili Trawangan, it's well known for as a party island. So mostly kids are only joining parents for religious purpose. This platform also targeting independent travelers from all over the world. So we expect the platform can reach many independent travelers from around the world. So they don't need to purchase a holiday package for going to an island surrounding Bali. They can easily purchase the ferry ticket from this website. We are also targeting travel agencies by providing group deals on the platform. We will mention and we will do special promotion or special arrangement for group travel, and also for travel agency. And like mentioned before, we also targeting religious community, especially in Bali. This is the value map of the website. The product and service is balifast.com, and this product will provide an advantage of easier to navigate, so everybody can navigate through this website to purchase their ticket and to compare some options, and also price comparing, so that they have an idea or they have more option of which price they would take. Other than that, this platform will also provide both alternative options, because As mentioned before, there are hundreds of boat providers, start from aircon and non-aircon, regular and fast boat. So by providing all these options to customer will have the freedom to choose based on their needs and their situation. And then the last one, the advantage of this platform also to provide real-time updates for for those who already purchased the ticket. They can link let's say their mobile phone or their email, so that we can send real-time updates on delays or schedule change or even cancellation. And from customer side, the output to customer will be giving them an added value, where they are enjoying the best price practice because they can choose and they can have so many options. They also no need to queue at ticket kiosks, so they can already purchase the ticket in advance, so they can well manage their plan. And also no worries of losing the ticket, because we are going to introduce electronic ticket with barcode. And last but not least, it's also a time saver for them, because simply in 1 or 2 clicks, they can obtain their needs to have a ticket to commute between Bali and another island, and as well as arranging other means of transportation like drop off and pickup. The business process map start from a customer opening our website, balifastboat.com, and then they punch in what they need, from where to where, from which harbor to which harbor, from which island to which island, on which date, and the system will process the request, and then we'll come up with the result, the search result. And if reservation okay, customer proceed with payment, with purchasing the ticket, and then they will go and proceed to select the boat and the price and the time, and then also continue with payment. The system will verify the payment, and then the system will generate a payment link for customer to initiate the payment. And after that, system will issue the ticket, barcoded ticket, and the journey continues to the harbor, where they can only scan. They can scan the electronic ticket with barcode. So and then enjoy the service at the harbor until their destination. And what happens if the request is not available? So if reservation are not okay, let's say they cannot find what they are looking for, or the schedule is already full, there's no more seats available from all the fast boat provider or regular provider, then the system will propose alternative days and route, because there's always alternative route. Let's say they would like to go to Gili Air, direct from Bali. The ticket is already full, but there's always alternative where customer can go through Lombok first, and then from Lombok go to Gili Air. So this system will generate those alternative routes, which then again give customer another option, either to change the date or stay with the preference date but changing the routes. The system will also prompt features of other islands. So let's say customer choose to go to Lembongan, but then the ticket to Lembongan is already full. The system will try to hold this customer and not to lose them by prompting features of other island nearby. Because as we mentioned before, there are so many small islands there within range. So if they cannot reach Nusa Penida because of there is no more available ticket to Nusa Penida, then we expect them to purchase another destination. The system is will be designed to keep customers within our site. And then, as we mentioned before, we are also going to link the monitoring device from each ferries and boat to our system. So that when the ferry depart or there is a delay en route, the information will link to our system and then subsequently conveyed to customers involved. The possibility of AI use in this project is predicting the nearest harbor location from customer location. This is very important for those who never come to the island or first time visit. So they won't have any difficulties to identify where to go, where to board the ferry, because the system will direct them to the nearest harbor from where they stay. And then AI will also provide base available rates from several ferry providers, which we have in our database. So it's like giving them options from all the ferry and boat we have in our database. AI will also provide best alternative routes, as I mentioned before, and it's including indicating transit hour. And also analyzing customer satisfaction. This is very important for our database, and then will enable us as well to send a feature promotion or future program of the business. And the last one, the AI will help to predict estimate time of departure and arrival based on direct update from each boat and ferry monitoring system, because the boat used to go in and out of the island are basically the same boat from the same company. So if one boat provider delayed on one point of departure, that automatically will be affecting the time of arrival, and then will snowball into delaying the departure time from the other part of the island. So in this case, immediately when the boat depart from point A, if it's delayed, then the system will prompt and calculate and retime or reschedule the next departure time or the next arrival time based on the actual departure time of the boat or ferry. Strategies, our digital marketing strategies, there are several here. For sure, the first and most important factor is getting crowds or getting people to visit our site. Well, the website currently targeting average at least 200 visitors a day to the main page of the site. And we are utilizing search engine optimization or SEO. It's very important, and the search engine positioning with keyword like fast boat, Gili, Nusa Penida, Lembongan, boat, Bali, ferry, fast ferry, and etc. Social media promotion, for sure. We will utilize Bali Fast Boat Instagram page, TikTok account, and also Facebook account to post and introduce daily updates of ferries activity, promotions, and offers. Posting marketing contents and also pictures of activity will be done in a regular basis as well. This is very important to maintain the engagement of our followers. And then after that, links. We'll create links because the value is to book transportation. Therefore, we will work together with blogs, bloggers, vlogs, and influencers, and for them to recommend the links to fastboat.com. So these bloggers and vloggers and influencers, whenever they are telling a story about traveling or about Bali or about island life, we would like them to add our link recommendation on their page. Banner ads, we purchase banner ads as well to supply traffic of our website for sure. And then also we will do co-branding in cooperation with other websites related to tourism, traveling, island life, holiday destination, hotel, and etc. Like, for example, when you open Bali tourism website, then you can also find our website there. It's why at Bali tourism website, because it's related to Bali tourism. So those who are opening Bali tourism website has for sure they have plan or have an idea of knowing more about the island or visiting the island. So it is plausible for us to co-brand with this website since we are providing transportation to support their plan in Bali and in another island. And last but not least, the people to run the business. This business will be run by the founder, the three professional who are expertise in their field. The web developer will be handled by Mr. Giri Hermawan, and in digital marketing part will be taken care of Mr. Antonius, and business development will be managed by Nadia. All these three persons have a very long history in their field. So as we mentioned before at the executive summary, that we are confident that they can introduce and can navigate this business very well in this region. So that's it for the business plan. Thank you for the attention and have a great day.